It's our campsite 96. A lot of fun. Ooh, look at Stan. Look what we found! A suspension bridge! What?
This is a pretty long suspension.
This is long. What do you think about that, Maul? Good girl. She's like so still. Molly's on an adventure today.
We're going to be doing an unexpected stop. I found out that one of my trailer tires has a separation bubble.
This is Goodell Campground, and we were actually considering staying here. We're just driving through. Very primitive, huh, babe?
Oh, primitive.
But the Skagit River is right there.
To be honest with you, that's a big one right there, but I'd be scared.
A little snug.
A little snug.
These sites are a little level though, a little more level than even the Heart of the Hills campground.
True.
So 1 through 19 is only open for first come first serve right now. So it looks like we would have had our pick of campsites. We just didn't want to be dry camping anymore.
Right there.
Ooh, that is nice. Which one is this?
See how long that was?
Yeah, that is really
That's
nice.
number 14.
14.
14 would have been good.
It's a little low-lying tree that back there. And this is a little snug. 16. Somebody claimed that one. That's funny.
Site number 17. Ought to be perfect. Couple little low branches, but big site. Big site. I think that's it.
That's it. Wow, look at the little picnic area over there. That's kind of cool. You can have your picnic on the river. You got an ADA site here. This is, yeah, I'm not sure what the number was. This one, that must be 19. All right, well, I'm glad of our choice. We'll show you guys a little bit more of the KOA that we are staying in, because this is very interesting. It's also 1,000 trails, but we're very happy there. We kind of have our own
just like everything else, we got to kind of drive into the national park like we've always have. But
that's the only downfall. But yeah, if you were here, you would be right at the, well, you'd be in the national park. We are at the Gorge Dam, and we're gonna hike to Ladder Creek Falls. It's actually a quick, I guess more of a walk. But look what we found! A suspension bridge! What?
this is a pretty long suspension bridge.
This is long.
Very long.
This is fun. So supposedly at night, the powerhouse lights up the falls that we're gonna see. But we're not here at night, so we're not gonna be able to see that. Unless Stan wants to bring me back. No response. Look at this. This is the Skagit River. And we're gonna go do a falls overlook up here, but look at, it's called the Falls and Gardens, so you can just walk all around. think it's the testing of their siren system, probably for fires, I would imagine, especially in this area. But this is Ladder Creek Falls, and we kind of stumbled on this. I was actually looking for pet-friendly hikes, and so we found this. It does talk about it in a little bit in the app for the national park for Cascade, North Cascades, but I actually found it, I want to say it was a Washington State Trails app, also on all trails. So this is pretty cool. It's very steep climb. I'm still catching my breath, but so worth it. I can't imagine how cool at night it would be, you know, if everything was lit up. Dam, Diablo Dam, Gorge Dam, which is where we're at. Seattle City Light is a municipal utility owned by the citizens of Seattle, and the Skagit River Hydroelectric Project produces about 20% of all the power used in Seattle. We just saw RV parking right there, so if you guys want to come see this, it's at mile marker 120, and there's the Gorge Dam. Pull it down. Ooh. Oh, look at Malls. What do you think about that, Malls? Good girl. She's like so still. Molly's on an adventure today. Can see what we're up to again.
Oh, you can see what Rhonda's up to again.
Dragging him around. Actually, I feel like I'd rather take a nap right now, but it's our last day in...
We gotta go.
Cascade, North Cascades. Well, we're actually in Concrete, so it's our last day in Concrete, Washington. We're gonna go check out Cascade Trail, which is a rails to trails, and it was a former railway, and apparently it was a Great Northern Railway. It runs 22.5 miles. We rode the other night about 6.5 of it, right? When we decided that we were going to ride at 6:30 at night.
Because we need to get hamburger buns.
And that was eventful.
And we rode like hell because I was afraid of the vampires.
Well, actually, I was afraid of the elk because we rode in the elk section.
That too, and the werewolves.
We're not in Forks anymore, baby. He still thinks we're in Forks, Washington.
The elk was at night. You know, things happen at night. Animals come out.
I did think we were getting chased. I'm going to get a mirror for either my helmet or so I can see things.
But we're not going to go 22 miles on this trail. We're just going to take it down a little bit, see what we can see. We're going to go to a state park.
Yep, Rosser State Park. And
we're going to check that out and see if we can check out the river a little bit.
Yeah. And just enjoy this 80-degree weather. It's fabulous.
80-degree weather, and they just told us up in New Halen.
Oh, New Halen, yes.
New Halen, the little store over there. Kelly, how you doing? That they're going to shut down next week.
Yeah.
I'm just so surprised. The weather is just so incredible.
Maybe this is unusual for this time of year, but it's amazing. Other than the fire, but it's been incredible.
Yes.
Great trip. It's our campsite 96. Have fun. Ooh, look at Stan. Detour. Oh, back on the trail, hallelujah. Woohoo! What is this? Holy. Oh, goodness. Oh, you had it, babe. Some of these are supposed to be like repurposed railroad cars. I'm not sure I've seen that yet. That's it. The scenic detour is over. Look what we spotted. A whole herd of bison. Is that incredible? Wow. Uh-oh. That didn't work for me. Good morning. Gosh, we didn't do any filming yesterday. It was a travel day. We ended up leaving the KOA at right outside the gate of North Cascades National Park in Washington, and we're still in Washington. We actually ended up staying the night mooch-docking for the first time at Stan's aunt's house, and she's 94. So this was an amazing trip. We did try to see her last year when we came up to Mount Rainier, and because of COVID, they were just taking extra precautions, and we understood that, of course, and they are still taking extra precautions, and it's working for them. And so we got to see his cousin and her husband, Ingrid and Sonny, and we got to see Tanta Anka. So what a wonderful, wonderful time. They've been so gracious, and we got to stay in their driveway here in Washington, and beautiful. I mean, I still feel like we're in the national park, or one of the state parks. It's just gorgeous and quiet. So today is travel day again. We're just doing one night stop over here. We're gonna head to Woodland, Washington. We're not leaving Washington yet. And I'm realizing, my gosh, there is still so much to see and do that we will have to come back. We're traveling today to, like I said, to Woodland, and we'll talk a little bit more about that, but it's kind of an extra special stop that we're making. Very excited about it. And even before that, we have a little thing that we need to get fixed, which could potentially be a very big thing.
We're going to be doing an unexpected stop. I found out that one of my trailer tires has a separation bubble, meaning that it's separating, and it's just, you could push it and it's about ready to blow. So I'm keeping an eye on it, making sure that we'll be able to stop right away if it blows. But right now we're on our way to Discount Tire. Pray that I make it. We got 14 miles to go, and they're going to change all 4 tires. We're going to put on the Goodyear Endurance tires. They have them in stock. The trick is just to get there right now. So I have a 12 o'clock appointment, but these tires have over 20,000 miles on it, so it's done good. But this is why it's so important. You always check your tires, because if there's one thing it didn't do, of course, there's no deflation or any signs that there's any difference in pressure or any temperature change. What will happen with this particular instance, the tire will probably pop, and then once it loses air, that's when the damage happens. So I'm keeping an eye on it, hoping that we can make it. So there you go. In this case, you can't go on any further. You've got to find a place. Luckily, there's a discount tire in Tacoma, Washington. So I got a 12 o'clock appointment there. They are a great place. Discount tire is just awesome. Again, we pray that we can make it and that we don't have to do a quick stop on the freeway and change it on the freeway, because it's on the driver's side, which is not a good side to change a tire. So anyway, wish us luck. I just want to show, this is the problem that we're...
Yeah, the bulge there.
I think that'll probably go, right?
So yeah, that's from an impact, so that's from the steel belt breaking.
All right, so I went ahead and bought the insurance, and that insurance covers blowouts.
Perfect.
You know, so and it was like $95 more, and putting it on the discount card saved me 5%. If you guys don't already know, you got to make sure when lifting up a trailer, it's got to be lifted up where the U-bolts are at. You don't lift it up on the axle, because it'll bend the axle, and Discount Tire knows that, and that's what's so good about
Awesome.
it.
Look at this girl go. Yeah. She's on it. Look at you.
Putting it back on the TPS. That's the nut that keeps it on there.
Oh, you tighten that up.
Tighten that up.
That's what you're getting out. Perfect. So that side's done. Look at it. New shoes.
We put on the Goodyear Endurance. We went a little bit larger, the ST225 75s, E-rated tires. These are not gonna blow. So you see that because I put the new tires on?
Yeah.
They're at 80 pounds, so my rating for the D's, we're at 65 max. So it's over my max pressure. So what I'll do is I'll go in and I'll change those parameters, and the TPMS parameters are probably, I'm gonna set it at, if it's at 80, I'm gonna set it at probably around 95.
Tires are like food, I would say.
There is an expiration.
Yeah, there's an expiration. They'll be more susceptible to blowouts and impact brakes and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's why at 10 years of age, that's when we stopped servicing tires.
Oh. Right, so these are all, you're gonna laugh, because I'm talking.
Yeah, we're just...
That's one.
That's two.
That's two.
Hey, better be safe than sorry.
That's three.
I'll take a look at it. Oh, 2020, you're totally fine.
We're okay?
Oh yeah, it's only 2 years old, and
I've never
brand new. You can still see the markings on it.
Yeah.
But the first number is the week it was manufactured, and the second set is the year.
Even though this one's a little bit smaller, I can still use it as a spare. That's not going to hurt nothing.
No.
Because they're all independent, right?
Yeah, it might feel a little weird. If you have to use it, maybe put it on the rear.
Okay. All right, very good.
But yeah, spare is a spare. It's only temporary.
All right, we've been on the road. Tires are phenomenal. So just to make sure, I got Goodyear Endurance 225 75 15s. What was on there was 205 75 15s. The tires that were on there were the Westlake's, and we put over 20,000 miles on them. So I was a little concerned, and like we said, we found that bubble, but changed out the tires like 13 miles from where we were staying, called them. They were ready for us.
Yeah.
They changed them out. They got 2 people on it. They changed them out within an hour. You guys, Discount Tire, you can't go wrong. I got the insurance also. $95. extra for blowouts, whatever, they'll cover it. So they're about $157 a piece, whatever that is, and then 5% off of that, plus you got, you know, disposal and all that, so taxes. Anyway, it was the way to go, but I think I was really surprised when we started talking about how long those tires last.
Yeah, and those are the stock ones that came with the trailer, right? So
well, you've heard everybody talking. I wanted to prove a point. It's all about taking care of your tire, making sure you have the right inflation, making sure that you're always checking your tires. And I was checking my suspension because I felt this vibration. Know your car.
Yeah.
I felt this vibration, and Rhonda thought it was the Chevy Shake.
Well,
and
Google told me.
I just didn't. So I started checking the suspension. Maybe there's something weird going on. And lo and behold, there I find this bump on the tire. So, and by the grace of God, we didn't have a blowout because you know what kind of damage that caused.
Right.
And it was definitely on, you know, probably the bad side, you know, because my sewer is right there, and that would have probably taken that out if that blown out. So,
wow.
And it was my best tire. So anyway.
You just never know.
What's that?
You just never know. Then I mean,
you don't. You just never know. And I thought it was my best tire, and that was the first. So when they started taking off those tires look horrible. So anyway, got on there too tight, so I don't want to press too hard.
Yeah.
You get the other one off?
The first one, I managed to undo it by hand. Oh, there you go.
oh,
Yeah, usually when those type of caps sit on for a while, they tend to just tighten themselves.